Hello everyone, my name is Kelly Devon. I am a BSA student with the illustrious Indiana State University. Today I will briefly discuss the importance of community health nursing as it relates to health literacy. The population at risk I chose to focus on is homeless veterans. The objectives are: 1. Describe the importance of a windshield survey of the areas the homeless live. 2. Recognize the upstream causes for homeless veterans. 3. Identify resources available such as social work, homeless shelters, and VA outreach centers. And 4. Describe the community health nurse's role in improving health literacy as it pertains to preventive health care within the homeless veteran aggregate. Before moving on with this presentation, I would like you to take a pretest. Have a pencil and paper handy if you want to write down your choices. You will notice in the upper right-hand corner an icon. Pause this presentation, click on the icon, choose the pretest. Also under that icon, you can view the outline of this presentation. Both are presented in PowerPoint presentations and they advance automatically. Resume the presentation when completed. Pause now. Welcome back. When preparing a plan of care as a community health nurse, it is important to perform a windshield survey of the environment where your population at risk lives, works, and finds entertainment. A windshield survey is an on-the-ground exploration of their environment through sight, sound, and even smells. As community health nurses, we should perform the windshield survey to observe services available, living conditions, and food resources. I have mentioned health literacy. Just what is that and why is it important? Health literacy is defined as the ability for an individual to process and understand health information and services. As community health nurses, we will not be able to provide services if our population at risk does not understand what we are trying to teach them. Health literacy allows members of an aggregate to understand self-care and chronic disease management. Preventive health care can only be effective if your population at risk is health literate. For example, a person is told to take his or her medication regularly, and the person takes them regularly when he or she feels bad, and not daily as intended. In that example, the person did not understand the intent and did not know to ask for clarification. By ensuring that your population at risk is health literate, you will be better able to provide the elements of primary and secondary prevention in that population. Read up on health literacy. There is no shortage of resources available. I have also mentioned an aggregate. Just what is that? In the realm of community health nursing, an aggregate is a subgroup or subpopulation that share common characteristics. Understanding your aggregate will help you to formulate your plans to improve health literacy within your selected population at risk. Another important part of our planning should include answering why the population we chose is at risk. What upstream issues threw them into the river in the first place? The population could be at risk for chronic or preventable diseases through a lack of health literacy. With homeless veterans, it is important to determine some of the causes of homelessness, as this will help you to plan for improvement in their literacy. From personal experience, I know that veterans returning from deployment know that if they verbalize PTSD or mental issues, they will be held for up to 3 months for further evaluation. Not going home for an additional 3 months prompts this aggregate to say nothing and compounds their issues later on. Another upstream cause is that veterans are told that a less than honorable discharge prevents them from obtaining VA health care, and this prevents them from seeking that care. Yet another upstream issue is that the regimentation of health care in the military causes an issue where there's no need to understand healthcare because someone always took care of that aspect in the past. Other things that contribute to homelessness in veterans are PTSD, substance abuse, lack of awareness of support systems, and lack of transferability of occupations learned in the military, specifically combat occupations. According to the Census Bureau, there are over 40,000 homeless veterans on any given night. It is very important to understand all that is possible about upstream issues so that we as community health nurses can support and promote health literacy by eliminating those upstream issues. Community health nurses should focus on primary and secondary preventive measures to help reduce the burden of tertiary health care. Also, as community health nurses providing for health literacy, we need to research and utilize available resources. We cannot provide this service to the entire aggregate alone. Some resources that may help to promote health literacy are outreach centers, religious charities, local government, and fire and police departments. It is important for you to learn to use the resources available to help disseminate appropriate health education literature. No matter the population at risk you select, there are generally helplines available. With homeless veterans, one such helpline is 1-877-4AID-VETS, 4AID-VETS. Any helpline that you can find should be made available to your population at risk, and as a community health nurse, you should call them to see what they offer. Remember that not all people have internet access or even a phone. Ensure the member of your population at risk has the ability to use the information that you provide. Also, nationally and within communities, there are projects already in place to assist you in disseminating information to your population at risk. Research is the key to finding these assets. With the homeless veterans population at risk, I found a project called Challenge, CHALENG. Challenge offers homeless assessments, coordinates local education efforts, and provides networking coordination. Project Challenge also assists the VA in developing new services for veterans such as dental programs, housing initiatives, and support for veterans' families. Research to find the projects already available to you and your population at risk. Remember, community health nurses cannot function in a bubble. Get out there and network and perform surveys to help you understand your population at risk. Do your research and utilize every available resource to assist you in your projects. Thank you. You may now pause the presentation and click on the icon again to select the post-quiz and view a list of objectives and resources. Have a nice day.